So the Pittsburgh children's charity Variety is trying to take their new My Voice initiative national.
The charity created communication devices to help kids who are nonverbal or who have difficulty talking. Reporter Kristine Sorensen from our CBS station KDKA in Pittsburgh spoke with one family that was helped by My Voice.
Is this good?
Perfect. Tyler Winfield loves learning. In 4th grade at West Point Elementary in Hempfield Township.
He's a lot of fun. He has a lot to bring to the classroom. He loves to participate, energetic when he gets excited about a topic. We all know because he jumps up and down and gets excited to tell us all about it, which is fantastic.
Hi, hola, konnichiwa.
Tyler can say hi in several languages, but just 5 years ago, he could barely say any words at all. Tyler has autism and was nonverbal.
He would cry, he would scream. I mean, occasionally you would see him, he'd be bumping his head, smacking himself because he could not communicate to you what he actually wanted.
In 2017, Tyler got this communication device from Variety, the children's charity, and I asked him, "What's your favorite food?"
Hot dog.
I went back to visit Tyler the next year, and he had learned to speak on his own through the help of his communication device. I asked him again, "What's your favorite food?"
Hot dog.
I remember the last time I met you. Now I'm going to get choked up. You have to push a button to say hot dogs. And now you're saying it. I got emotional because I saw in one response how profoundly different Tyler's life would be. He could go to a school just like this, like my own son, who's his age, have relationships, friends, someday hold a job. Many kids get to use these communication devices at school, but they don't have one when they get home, and there with their family and friends, they're speechless.
Part of me wants to say honestly, what do you mean he can't take it home? He can't talk to the most important people in his life? His mom, his dad, his sisters, his grandparents? What could we be thinking?
Charlie LaValle is CEO of Variety, the children's charity. Variety's given away 1,800 of these communication devices to kids who are nonverbal or have difficulty speaking. Kids touch a picture or words and the device speaks for them. Variety has support from major players, including Governor Tom Wolf, former Governor Tom Corbett, and former United Steelworkers President Leo Gerard, as well as major corporations like Highmark and PNC, to pay for the devices, which cost $1,200 each. That public-private partnership helped Variety expand the My Voice program to most of Pennsylvania and northern West Virginia. Variety is trying to demonstrate this model can work everywhere, and it needs to be a national priority.
Why can't Western Pennsylvania light a spark that it grows and it goes from America to other parts of the world? Why not?
Tyler, why do you think it's important that kids be able to communicate?
It can help you speak and it can help them understand what you're saying.
I'm so moved by this. Kristine Sorensen joins us now from Pittsburgh. Look at that smile on your face. I know you've been reporting on this story. You've had several updates. And listen, Tyler is not the only kid that's been affected by this in the region.
Oh, there are thousands of kids, David and Debra, who have been able to benefit from this. It's really their only way of communicating because they can't speak. Maybe they can say a word here and there, but that's it. Now, Tyler is the exception, okay, that he actually doesn't even need the device anymore because it taught him to speak. Most people who use the device will use it the rest of their lives, but they use it to go to school, to get a job, to communicate to a doctor how they're feeling, to go to a restaurant and order food, to go shopping and communicate with the salesperson, not to mention, you know, their personal interests and relationships with family and friends. I mean, this truly is their voice. But I will say, we're hearing about more and more kids who are learning to speak on their own with the device. And there's belief that if more kids get this when they're young and still learning to speak, that there could be a lot more kids who could actually learn to speak and not even use the device anymore.
Kristine, I am just choked up watching this because I know the power of using your voice for these young children, for anyone. Can you explain how these communication devices work and how children who need them learn to use them?
Absolutely. So it is actually a traditional iPad, and there's a special software on it and a speech therapist. Each child's speech therapist has a special program chosen for that child, and they program it with individual, maybe if they're not speaking yet, it could be pictures of their mom and their dad and their dog and maybe their foods, things like ear. And then they can start putting sentences together like ear, hurt. And then they are able to start, as they get older and older, forming more and more sentences and communicating more and more. And let me tell you, when you hear a parent tell you that they heard for the first time, "I love you," through a communication device, it's life-changing.
Oh my gosh, I'm verklempt. Seriously.
So you don't know this, but Kristine came to me
Yeah.
and was like, "I think this story should be known nationally," and so it's why we're starting here, and I want people to see it. And I just want to thank you. I mean, I know your heart is motivated to make sure more and more people hear about this, and so thank you. It was a terrific report.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity, David and Debra.
You bet.